already had. Oh shit! Oh shit!
Oh no!
Oh shit!
Oh my God!
Yo.
Come on in real quick. Come
Yo,
in real quick.
y'all not gonna believe
Come
this.
in.
What's poppin', people? On a brand new episode of Say Less with Kaz Lowe and Rosie, we have Bridget Kelly, aka R&B Kaz, in the building, and she's shaking the table. We also discuss Cardi B, the new creative director of Playboy, our top 5 Jay-Z records, and I just discovered I have light-skinned tendencies.
Yeah, you
All
do.
that and more coming up
Took
right
you long
now.
enough.
Shut up. Yo, what's poppin', people? Welcome back to another episode of Say Less with Kaz Lowe and Rosie. Clearly, our boy Kaz is not here.
Clearly.
At home,
Clearly.
tending to his beautiful, beautiful daughter and fiance. So we have another pod Avenger stepping in
Assemble.
to fill the shoes of Kazim. Everybody, welcome Bridget Kelly to the show.
R&B Kaz.
R&B.
R&B Kaz.
We had to figure out what version
We
of Kaz
got
I
another
was,
name.
and we figured R&B
R&B
Kaz was
Kaz.
appropriate.
R&B Kaz. So, Bridget, how are you? You look marvelous.
I'm great. I'm
You're
so happy to be
shining.
here with you guys.
The hair looks
Hair
poppin'.
Thank
looks
you.
thick,
Thank you. I washed
healthy.
it. I applied a volumizer to the root today.
Right.
It was great. Thanks, guys.
Just
You
all
look
in
great.
all.
One, congratulations on all your success.
Thank you.
You know, see, the thing is, it's very popular. It's moving. You guys are independent
Yes.
right now.
INDEPE. Sorry. I feel like I needed that.
No, you do.
Yes. We did. We needed that moment. We needed to spread our wings and fly. And it feels good.
How's it working now that you guys are just riding solo?
Well, Mandy is a veteran. You know what I mean? So it's like it's like you decide you want to be a quarterback, and Tom Brady is like, yeah, come on over here. I'll show you some things. That's how I feel. So I feel like I'm on a winning team. I feel like I'm partnered with somebody that really knows the landscape and understands how to move and navigate things. I'm learning stuff every single week, which I mean, I think being a part of Joe's network also, you know, taught me a lot about certain levels of standards that I wanted us to be able to present ourselves with. And I feel like we have done that. But yeah, the goal is to find a bigger network that can, you know, support and house us in a different way. But I love being independent. It's fun. We get to run our own shit. We show up when we want. We have a team that we get to boss around. It's great. It's like Helga from Hey Arnold and Angelica from the Rugrats.
Oh.
That's how I look at Mandy and I.
That's how y'all interact, like the yin and yang.
Yeah.
That's a good team.
That's a great, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a great.
Because Helga was actually soft in a way.
Helga-
Angelica
that's-
wasn't.
No, Angelica was
yeah.
really with the shits.
Yeah.
And
That's
Helga was
Mandy.
the soft one.
I'm the soft one. I'm Helga.
So how does
just had a
that
tough
work
exterior.
though? How does that work? How does that
Because-
dynamic work?
Because I have no problem like taking cues from Mandy because I know
Right.
she knows what she's doing.
Right.
And so she knows because she knows I'm comfortable with that. When I do speak up about shit that I know about, she trusts me and she'll take a back seat. So we both kind of know each other's strengths and weaknesses, and we try to play off of that as often as we can. Because again, I'm new in the space, but she also has zero media training. So there's certain shit that I got to be like, we can't
do that.
Can't say that.
Yeah,
you can't talk about this like this. And it's fine. She'll respect that and take that for face value without it being an argument. Mandy and I we don't argue. We don't agree on like our points during
But I
our
think that's what
content.
makes it funny. Like when I did your podcast, that's what
Yeah.
was so funny because she would stand on her point of view, and Mandy's would be completely just obscene.
Opposite. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and thank you for inviting me to the podcast. I mean, because the Kaz and Rosie have done it, and I just want to thank you for allowing me to have the opportunity
Bridget's face.
to come on there and tell my
She is
my
giving the dust
story
stare.
and my journey. So I just want to thank you. Appreciate that.
I did in our DMs. I did actually invite you in our DMs recently, but it was a little bit late. I also didn't know if you'd want to come on the podcast
not?
while we were still.
Oh yeah. Now
That's actually the only reason that you were not asked was because we were like, okay, let's wait till
Mandy told me that.
let's
So,
keep things cute.
And that's the
Yeah.
first thing I saw when I walked in. So imagine if it was you.
I was surprised actually that Kaz agreed to do it. I was surprised. I was like waiting for y'all to be like, how about we just wait a couple months until y'all.
Listen, everybody's a grown man, grown woman. Y'all
Mhm.
make y'all decisions however you want to make them. So I didn't have anything to say when Kaz did it. I was just a little disappointed that
That you were
My
not,
invite
that you
got
were not there
lost in the
first.
digital mail. Yes, especially knowing how
Lost in the
long
digital
I've known
mail?
you.
Yeah.
How long we known each other?
11 years, 10 years,
Since your R&B days.
11 years.
Do you miss
Like
it?
like hosting SOBs days.
Remember those days, right?
Yeah, that was like 11. That was like 11 years ago.
No, like that was fun. I used to
Where's
host a
that
lot of
smile
shows at
come from?
SOBs.
Lo hosted everything. First of all, everything in New York was at SOBs. Like
Yeah, everything.
it was
That's-
nothing.
What
Happy
happened?
hours,
Happy hours,
concerts,
SOBs.
like everything.
And it's right there. What
Christmas
happened to it?
parties, like
Yeah.
people were doing everything at SOBs. It was like SOBs and or Griffin.
Santos.
Santos. Good
Santos
time.
Party
I was gonna
House.
say Webster, but Webster had too many rooms for me.
Webster Hall
Webster was a lot. Irving Plaza
yeah.
was a vibe though too. That was definitely one of those.
I've hosted a
good
show
era.
in each venue
Yeah.
in New York City,
Yeah, you
except
have.
Madison Square Garden.
Yet.
If I ever step
We're
back on that
manifesting that.
stage.
Yeah, we haven't known each other a long time. You know, I'm not gonna say I miss music because
That's what I asked you. Do you miss it?
I don't miss the industry aspect of music.
Mhm.
I think with music, I kind of fell off of a lot of people's radar because my output wasn't that consistent for
Mhm.
one, and two, I felt like people kind of treated me like I was already washed and out of which is what happens when you do R&B. They age you out pretty quickly. You have a small window of youth, and then you're
That's
adult
it.
contemporary, and everybody acts like you're somebody's grandma. That's usually what happens.
Right.
That's what happens. I mean, unless you're Adele and you're just like, well, fuck all y'all young bitches. I'm in my 30s and I'm thriving. So this is what I'm gonna speak to now.
Yeah.
But no, I think when I make my return to music, which will happen, I always laugh because I run into people all the time who, no matter what I'm doing, they're asking me why I'm not doing the other thing.
Mhm.
So like if I'm doing music,
Yeah.
people are like, "Oh, you were on TV. What happened to your hosting? Why aren't you hosting more?" And it's like, well, bitch, why are you didn't like the music? You didn't like the
Yeah,
album?
what-
Just say you ain't
It's
like
like,
the
why are you
album.
doing that? It's like, what about
Damn.
the thing that I'm doing right now?
Right.
Do you
And
like
so
it?
now I'm podcasting, and I run into people. Mandy and I were just in LA last week doing like bonus content for Patreon and,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and guest appearing on other people's podcasts.
Mhm.
And people were like, "Yeah, so when are you gonna get back into music?" And I was like,
So y'all don't like me in this
So you don't
space.
want to hear me talk? Like that's gonna suck for y'all because I talk during my live shows too. Like I'm gonna sing some heartfelt shit and then I'm gonna crack a joke about being heartbroken.
Right.
Like that's what my live show entails. But I won't say I miss it, but I do miss connecting with an audience in that way. I miss performing. I
Okay.
miss being able to perform and get in touch with the crowd and fans and things like. I miss that part of it.
I was
miss
gonna
that part.
ask you more so if like reality TV fucked that up for you, like the music thing, like fucked up your headspace in it.
No, I mean, believe it or not, reality TV only fucked up my personal life. No,
I'm gonna get to that.
the first season
get
I
to
was
that.
on, it
No,
did.
I
No, the
was gonna
first season I
ask
was
that
on, it did. The second season I was on, I only talked about music, and they allowed me that redemptive time because the first season was so
Bro, I can't
unbearable
even
and
imagine
insufferable.
that.
Oh,
though,
it was
like-
bad. It was very bad and uncomfortable. Which I didn't know what to expect, and I got got by the production team and the group
Listen,
that was
like
there.
your life has pretty much been lived in front of a camera,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
Or a microphone.
Yes.
And now you're controlling your voice, you're controlling
Yes.
how you're perceived.
Yeah.
With your music and podcasting, is the outpour of your emotions or your thoughts similar?
No.
With music and podcasting?
Completely different.
Explain the differences.
Because in podcasting, you're expected to have conversations that are thought-provoking and just grab people's attention. When you make music, you make it because you want people to like the music.
Mm.
In podcasting, no one cares if you're liked. You actually are probably more successful if you're not liked.
Really?
I mean, cue Joe Budden. People hate him. And look how successful he is. He's built a blueprint and completely formulated a whole different level of execution for his business that's worked really well and been really profitable for him.
Mhm.
Regardless of whether or not people like him, people are tuned in,
Yeah.
right? Whereas with music, it's like, you're not going to stream my album if you don't like me. You're not going to stream if you don't like my voice, or if you don't like, you're not going to listen to it.
Mhm.
Not even people are force feeding it down. You're not. You're just not going to buy into it. And I think with music, with that level of expression too, I get to tell the story. So it can be as elaborate and fantastic and imaginative as I want it to be.
Whereas if you're telling a story on a podcast, it has to be somewhat
Yeah.
truthful and
I have
relatable.
to, if I've already set the tone and the standard for being honest and transparent, even if I don't share everything,
Mhm.
whatever it is that I'm sharing, I'm being honest about. So I have to keep up with that standard. I have to consistently be that honest and have an opinion about something.
Have you been too honest? Has your honesty gotten you in trouble?
No, I don't think you can get in trouble with podcasting.
Well, like personal lives, like personal shit.
Yeah, what was the difference between
I did
your
early
first season that ruined your personal life and potting and being actually yourself?
my first season on Love and Hip Hop was annoying because I went on when I got back with a boyfriend that I was with before, and we didn't have enough drama to really stem from, so they wanted to dig up old shit. So they went back to like the beginning.
Do they tell you when they do that, or they just throw it in the
I
mix?
mean, we pretty much gave them permission to discuss what the narrative was going to be, and I was fine with it because I was like, well, when we were together, he and I were together the first time, I had cheated on him, and that was something that we discussed, and we had grown through and grown past and I thought we had gotten past it. We hadn't, apparently.
Until they bring that shit back up.
Well, because after a while, it's like the shit that you thought had healed, it's like somebody coming in and picking a scab. And so eventually it just got really uncomfortable and too tense for us, for he and I. And we were not in a good place anymore. So then production was kind of like playing us against each other, putting us against each other in different scenes, if you will. And it just got to a point where he was just over it. He checked out. So he just ended up breaking up with me on camera. Like, didn't want to talk about it, nothing else. That was the real life breakup happened on camera.
That's real.
There was no conversation after that. So when that played out, mind you, and then I found out later on he had been cheating on me. So that was a whole other. So my real life was completely falling apart as it was also happening on camera. And then when it aired, I had to relive it again. So
by the time it aired, you would probably not heal from it, but you kind of
no. But I was kind of like, all right, I'm getting back into a different routine.
Right. And
then it aired again, and then they were like piecing different things
together.
And I never watched it. I was like, I don't want to watch any of this shit. It's really miserable. And I had to like turn my comments off. Like, it just got really nasty, which was, I mean, again, I was showing up thinking that I was portraying a certain character, and then it was kind of manipulated throughout production, which is what happens. That's what you sign up for. So
yeah, because they want the drama.
Yeah, I can't put myself in a situation to do reality TV. Like,
you would hate it.
I just couldn't do it.
Well, just you're not in control, right? Like whatever you're showcasing, whatever you're putting forth, you're not in control of it. Like you even if you are honest, you know what I mean? Even if you are being upfront and being real with everybody around you, if you're not the one producing it and you're not the one cutting and pasting certain shit in conversations and things like that, it's not you. They can make you look anything.
And you'll never ever do it again.
Never.
Ever.
They'll be fine. They don't need my participation.
See, the thing is.
Yeah. I mean, I think the only time I really did fumble the ball was our first episode of See the Thing Is.
How'd you fumble the ball?
Because we had a conversation about oversharing. And in the conversation, one of the things, the context of what we wanted to highlight it was our very first episode, mind you. So we're a bag of nerves. I was a bag of nerves. But the context was around Chrissy Teigen, and people were saying that when she suffered a loss of a baby, that people were saying she was oversharing and she was doing too much. But when men do it, it's celebrated, right? Like when we see men be vulnerable in that way, we're way more embracing of that and supportive of that. Whereas when a woman does it, it's just like, oh, she shouldn't be showing us pictures.
That's not for social media. Like,
right. And so that was kind of the idea of the concept, was to display the double standard. And we made mention of I said I knew friends that had gone through a similar situation, and you can't really tell anybody how to grieve.
Right.
And Mandy kind of piggybacked on it and shared some details that personalized the situations around people that we knew. And that ended up biting us in the ass. Well, biting me in the ass, because the people that happened to, that I knew, that I was close to, were really upset and offended by it. And when we went back to try to like, hey, can we cut this out of the episode? Because this ended up being really triggering for people that I care about deeply. Joe wouldn't do it. Rory went and asked. He wouldn't do it. Which has put a complete wedge between myself and that person now.
Yeah.
Who I really respected and was cool with and friends with. And so it's not beef. Like, we see each other, we say hello, but it was definitely a lesson in, okay, cool. We have to just be really mindful about.
But even though you didn't mention names.
No, we didn't mention names.
But when things get specific.
Well, yeah, like Mandy had made a very specific reference, and I could have again, my first episode, not really having even the wherewithal in the conversation to be like, let's not do that. And kind of like pump her brakes a little bit about the details that really made it obvious who we were discussing. And I didn't do that. I dropped the ball as a friend. Like I feel like I fumbled in that moment, and it affected my friendship.
And I think we've learned that here. Like we've had our conversations and between me and Kaz and experiences that we've gone through. And sometimes I'll be like, hey, no.
Let's not. Yeah.
Or he'll tell me, he'll be like, no. What's your newfound success in potting? Do you get approached on the streets a lot more?
No, people know who I am though based on my voice. No, based on my voice.
Really?
I have a question.
That happened to us in Starbucks.
I was just about to say that. Was that what happened?
Yeah. Where people will hear my voice, they hear my speaking voice, and they know that it's me, and they'll say it amongst each other.
It was funny, because I was telling her after karaoke is when they started laughing, because she was like, I want to do karaoke for my birthday. She was like, oh, can I come? I was like, Bridget, you cannot come to karaoke. And then they started laughing.
Why not?
Bridget.
Really?
Like, seriously?
I'm not coming to
really.
And I told her I'm not coming to sing fucking.
That's like Usher, like imagine Usher going to karaoke. Like, dude, what are you here for?
No,
I mean I could sing Shania Twain or some shit.
And you still will probably body it.
Too good.
No, I'm not.
No one's gonna want to go after you.
I mean, we could all sing together. We could be Destiny's Child. I'll be Michelle. I'll just sing the bridge.
Who's gonna be Beyonce?
I'll just sing the bridge.
Nobody.
I'll just sing the bridge and I'll harmonize with your ad lib.
All the singers out there.
I'm gonna make her rap.
If you ever go to karaoke with your friends.
And by the way, that's not. I know y'all be reaching for shit to drag. That's not a shot at Michelle, because Michelle be singing on key as fuck
now,
live.
Now you know damn well niggas gonna take that as a shot.
It's not a shot.
I know
because
it's not. I know it's not.
No, because what I'm saying is I don't need to be Beyonce in the group. I'm happy to be Michelle and still harmonize and back y'all up.
No. What's gonna happen is if you come,
and hold it the fuck down.
I am going to pick the song for you.
That's ridiculous.
We should do that. We should go. Yeah.
If you come, that's what's gonna happen.
I already told her I'm not singing "Greatest Love of All." This is not. No one's coming in to do fucking Whitney Houston shit. Like,
imagine her singing. Like, why would she sing?
I would leave.
Like, come
I would
on,
leave.
bro. Like, you can't.
No,
I mean, I would come in. I told her. I said I would do "Living on a Prayer." We could do Bon Jovi.
Yeah, we could do that.
That's like the greatest karaoke.
It's that
song.
or "Don't Stop Believing." It's
bro,
that or "Don't Stop Believing."
That's
like,
those
are the ultimate
watch
karaoke
her still
joints.
make that sound.
Yeah,
I
want all the people in the comments right now.
No,
I want them to tally it up.
Give me a karaoke suggestion.
Yeah, 5 karaoke songs.
Please, before this
weekend. 5
weekend.
karaoke songs in the comments right now.
For Bridget, but ridiculous
that Bridget can sing.
And I know a lot of shit, y'all.
Some
and
ridiculous
not
shit.
outshine anyone.
Don't put no R&B shit in there. Put some ridiculous shit.
If y'all put Brandy on there, Rosie gonna be mad. Because I'm gonna be in that bitch singing Brandy.
Don't put Brandy up there.
Speaking of Adele, you listen to the album?
Adele?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
The songs that I loved. I didn't love the whole project though.
Not like 25?
Nah. 25
was flawless.
25 was beginning to end. Like, you could put that bitch on shuffle and it's amazing.
What did you
or
not
listen to
like about
first
it?
To last and it was great. I didn't
or what did you not love with like
the songs that I loved. I loved because I felt like I really felt her, and then the other stuff that was on it, I didn't. I'll tell you exactly which songs I really loved. I'm about to tell you right now, because the Little Love song is my favorite.
I Drink Wine is my favorite.
I Drink Wine is your favorite.
Yeah.
Hold on, Bridget, I just want you to know.
Yeah.
Look at him. He loves Adele.
I love Adele too.
He was so excited to tell you what his favorite song.
The single Easy. I know he was. Look at you. You like that. You like that kid.
I Drink Wine. I love that.
You like the kid. You like the kid that did the homework assignment and you checked your answers already. And you know you got that shit ready. You waiting on the teacher to call you.
He can't wait to tell you the next one.
Wait.
No. Listen.
What's the next one? What's your second favorite?
To Be Loved.
Yes.
Yeah. I know my friend. I knew it. I know my friend. I knew it. I knew he was gonna love To Be Loved.
Yes.
I Drink Wine is also great. Little Love was my favorite. To Be Loved, the second favorite. Hold On, I also really loved.
Hold On is good.
I really, really loved.
You feel like it's a spotty project? Like there's moments?
Yeah. I didn't love Can I Get It? I didn't love, like there were the ones that I loved, I loved. And the
what
rest
about
were
Woman
okay.
Like Me?
Woman Like Me was
mention that
cool.
one?
Love Is a Game was also really was dope to me too.
It took me like a couple listens to really like that song.
And I loved the single. Easy on Me was just such a I feel like she tells stories in a very thoughtful,
therapeutic,
sensitive way. Like I feel like she's sensitive to
the listener.
Yeah, like she knows what we're going through, but she doesn't want to air all of her shit. Like,
I think it's also like what the obvious, the aging. So it's like I think she's growing with how she's supposed to, and like how some people like. Remember when we were talking about how Drake doesn't grow? Like he talks about the same shit, even though he's been out for like 10+ years.
Yeah,
I think Adele does very well going from 21 to 30.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I just
25.
No, she was. It was the first one.
First one was 19.
21.
I thought the first one was 19.
Was it?
Well, I know she has 21. I don't know.
She's got 3. Isn't it 19?
21.
Oh, 21.
No, she has 4. 19,
yeah,
21.
That's what I wasn't,
okay.
I wasn't
See, I wasn't hip on 19.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, 19 was Chasing Pavements.
I got hit on 20. I got hip on 21. So I think she did a good job doing.
So you feel like she makes music. She's sensitive to people's experiences because if you're listening to Adele, you're probably going through something similar.
If you're 30 and you're listening to Adele, I feel like you can relate.
The reason I struggle with a Summer Walker is because she aired all of her shit out, and the thing about
it's almost like a Shade Room.
Yeah, like it just it felt like everything. It felt like the chronicles of Instagram exposure. That's what it felt like to me. Versus like really pinpointing.
But hold on, Bridget. I kind of like that too because she kind of hit us with the B Rabbit, where it's like you can't say shit to me if I tell you it first.
Which
you don't think it was that approach either?
Well, not because she didn't tell us first. Shade Room told us first. So I don't feel like she did us any favors. I feel like
I don't think she came out and was like, all right, this is what you heard. Let me tell you my truth.
But Adele's not gonna do that because one, Adele's not that type of person.
No, but I also think there's something to be said about maintaining that mystique as an artist. I think artists who completely expose every single thing. In my mind, from my generation standpoint, it's you're selling out because that's what the industry and society is telling you have to do as an artist now is overexpose and overshare and constantly saturate with all your business. And I think what I loved about the artists that I number one came up under and also artists that I was around at the same time was that we kind of there was still kind of a separation between who the artist is
and their personal life.
The work and the personal life. Like you don't have to know. I mean, we loved Will and Jada when we didn't know who was fucking who and who's around what.
They were goals.
They were goals to us because we didn't know all their shit. Their dirty laundry wasn't out for everybody.
2022, I do not want to hear another story from Will.
Well, I mean, granted, just to give a little context, Will has a book coming out. Well,
his book came out.
His book came out. So a lot of these stories that we're seeing in spurts on,
it's a part of promo.
It's part of promo, and it's in the book.
Right.
So these aren't just random things. However, I do not like the things that they're choosing to post. Right. Like the shit that he was talking about where he throws up because he was having too much sex.
Or he feels like he failed women. I felt like that was really just man. I mean, and for some men that might be inspirational. I'm not, and I won't say what people should and should not tell about themselves. I just know from an artist standpoint, when I say Adele is very thoughtful in her sharing, it's that she's now giving us some perspective on what she's gone through. But you can tell she's past it. Like she's not really there anymore. Like Summer Walker's giving us the shit as she's going through it.
And she's still mad.
And she's still mad. She's still upset. And that for me as a consumer is a little bit it's a little jarring because I don't know where it's gonna go.
How old is Summer Walker?
She's young. She's like 26, 25.
But I feel like women that age really like that album. Because they can
I mean, as they should.
Well, they do, but that's why I say like it's a generational difference because a lot of what we thought was great, a lot of what we came up on thinking was awesome was the fact that we don't know all of your shit.
That's also
you know what I'm saying? Like think about it now. There could not be a Beyonce now without knowing everything about her. Beyonce has able to be Beyonce because we loved and accepted that we didn't know all of her business.
I always say this. I do not like to know too much about my favorite artist. It turns me off. Correct. I don't like to know too much.
Right.
So, all right.
Because then you'll find out weird shit that they like or don't like.
Does the music hit different if Beyonce takes the Summer Walker approach? If the music is insane,
Beyonce
all the albums, all the stuff, does it hit different?
We don't even know if it's her business or not. We don't know if it's her business or somebody else's business.
True.
We don't know.
Could just be a song for the ladies.
I mean, Usher did Confessions.
I was just about to
and everybody thought that was about Usher. It wasn't about Usher.
I was just about to bring that point
How do we know?
Because
they said
it. The producers and the writers on the record said it wasn't about Usher. It was somebody else's story.
Wasn't that Jermaine's story?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Confessions about Jermaine Dupri.
Yeah.
Plot twist. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, but I agree with you. I wouldn't want to know everything either. And no, I don't. For the record, I don't think that we would take a Summer Walker style project from a Beyonce. We wouldn't. That would bring some of that idealism down.
Are you talking about like in 2005 or like now?
No, like now.
Oh.
Well,
But that's what I love about what we're seeing even with Chloe Bailey.
Yeah.
She's an incredible performer. Like we're watching her grow in real time. Like it was a swift jump from like super wholesome to now being a really strong, a really sensual, feminine, confident woman.
Well,
But we don't know anything about her, and we don't need to. All we need to know is that she knows how to sing live. She can play performance. She produces stuff herself.
Mhm.
She writes her music, and she knows what she's doing.
And
We don't need to know anything
her and
else.
Gunna are just friends.
She's okay. All right.
Like,
No,
where the
because
fuck did that come
no,
from?
She
that's what
said
she's
that
saying
because they
that.
were sitting courtside next
Because,
to each
and
other.
it was like a speculation, like, oh, you guys are
Oh.
dating. He's like, nah, we're friends. And I was like, and that's okay too. Like people don't think
But
it's
all right, so,
okay
like, let's not
to see
act
these
like,
platonic
Let's
relationships.
not act like if
We know what that looks
we
like,
know
though.
what that looks like.
We know what that looks
We
like.
all
though.
know what that
Yeah,
looks like.
but it could be very possible that they are just friends.
For now.
There's a lot of women that have male friends, guys.
Well, you do. We know that.
What if she's a me? Way sexier than me, but what if she's a me?
I mean, but like we're looking at the perception of how people look at people on social media, right? She's a very popular artist.
Yeah.
He is too. Courtside sitting at a game. 1 plus
Yeah,
1.
they have to be courtside.
1 plus 1 equals 2.
Y'all could have gotten a box. Come on.
That's how people are thinking.
No, because a box would look like a date. A box,
Either-
a box,
either-
a box
either or
would look
look-
like a box would look like they wanted privacy, and that's why they not
And of
sitting on the court.
courtside doesn't. Oh,
Nah, courtside is you want to be seen.
Nah, courtside is you got money and you a celebrity, and that's why you there. You don't want to be
Both,
seen. You get in the
both.
box. Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Both. You want to be seen, and you got
Yeah.
money.
I mean, we learned from Drake in that stadium that even if you have money and try to make it private, they gonna
He had
find
to-
out.
Bro, he had to know them niggas was going. Like, come
They
on, you
gonna
have
find
to know.
out.
You have to know.
What were the
Well, yeah.
odds?
Speaking of Drake, he withdrew 2 of his Grammy nominations for Best Rap Album. It just happened. And Best Rap Song. Has that ever happened in the music industry?
What, was
I don't
that
think
all of
so.
them though?
No,
I didn't know
it's
you
just
could
him.
do that.
I didn't know you could
I
do
didn't know that you actually could do that.
So what? And now that's unfair to Future and Young Thug because now are they not Grammy nominated because he withdrew the song?
Yeah, I mean, if it's because it's his song, so technically they're featured. So that if the song is withdrawn, then they're no longer nominated for that song.
What do you think the reasoning would
Oh,
be?
he withdrew. Okay, so he only had 2 nominations.
He had
and
Best Rap
withdrew
Album
both.
and Best Rap Song.
So why did he
Way
withdraw?
Too Sexy and
Certified Lover Boy.
Certified Lover.
And
They didn't
because-
say, when they reached out for comment, they didn't say what the reasoning was. But
I don't know. Maybe it's for Kanye. Was Kanye nominated for Best
Kanye was
Gospel Album
nominated.
again?
Yes, he was.
speak your
Since
piece
y'all
on
want to
that.
keep going to Sunday service as if that Sunday service isn't 2
Speak
years
your
old.
piece
Y'all
on
not
that.
slick. Y'all not slick. Y'all wasn't giving this much love for Jesus Walks, and now all of a sudden he got a choir, and now y'all want to act up here like Sister Mary Clarence. I'm sick.
Kirk.
I'm tired. It's 2 years old. Knock
So
it
safe
off.
to say you're not a fan of Sunday service.
I love Sunday service, but enough. It's like Taylor Swift. Like, okay, we get it. We know. We know. We got
we
it.
were there.
We were there.
You don't
were
even
there.
go here.
I love Taylor Swift, but girl, stop acting surprised. They're like giving her best pop artist. Like, okay, y'all dragging it. We're dragging it now.
I want to.
And stop putting Doja Cat in the R&B category. Sis is a worldwide pop star. Knock it off. Please give my girl her flowers properly.
You got 30 seconds to continue these rants. Keep
Go.
going.
Jasmine Sullivan, if you don't get R&B album of the year,
She was waiting.
if it don't go to Jasmine and it doesn't go to her, I need to talk to Harvey myself at the Recording Academy. We gotta powwow.
Keep going.
And I'm gonna call my people in my chapter because y'all not fucking this one up.
Keep going.
No, that's it.
Classy.
That's all I got for y'all.
That's it.
That's all
I'm
I
done.
got for y'all.
No, I mean, like, this is the music friend, so, like, I could talk music with her. Like,
Yes.
last week, Mandy
Okay,
and her
he
were just
said
cutting the fuck
Drake has expressed frustrations with the Grammy Awards and the Recording Academy in the past.
What are the frustrations?
up. Yeah, what's the frustration? What,
Last
not being
year-
nominated?
Maybe.
He said, okay, this is a quote. I think we should stop allowing ourselves to be shocked every year by the disconnect between impactful music and these awards and just accept that what once was the highest form of recognition may no longer matter to the artists that now exist and the ones that come after. It's like a relative you keep accepting. It's like a relative you keep expecting to fix up their ways, but they just won't change their ways. Okay. After the Weeknd thing.
Oh, so he's siding with the Weeknd.
He's
Because the Weeknd didn't get Grammy nominated.
He's basically
Which
saying
I
like
find to be
everybody.
very
I
Basically
found
what
that.
Bridget
I
just
found that.
said,
Yeah, I
too.
found that.
Like how Taylor gets the same award every year.
So do you feel like? I mean, I know
He's
your
making a
answer to
statement.
this. You do feel like the Grammys are tainted.
I just don't think. Well, I have two thoughts. Number one, I don't think enough artists and enough creatives participate in their chapters and in their voting, and
Me and Ebro were
don't
talking about that the other
exercise
day.
their voting rights enough.
Right.
That's the first thing. So as much as artists, we're up in arms and we're irritated about the fact that
When you can actually participate.
when you can actually
yeah.
participate,
Yeah.
and sometimes when you do participate, it works, and sometimes it doesn't.
Right.
I don't know how often they're having chapter meetings. I moved back to New York last year, so I'm gonna have to figure out and rejoin the chapter here because my chapter was in LA initially.
Mhm.
And so now it's like, all right, well, I'm gonna get back into it for the next rounds because this year has been kind of weird. I wasn't even a part of the music industry.
Right.
But I think that's something that needs to be noted. But also I think how we categorize music now needs to change because I think what we once saw as being urban music is
Mhm.
now more mainstream and it's now more populated. So I
Mhm.
think we might need to broaden what some of the genres are and how
Mhm.
we award some of them. And
Especially
also,
in rap.
well, I mean, because I feel like a lot of hip hop artists set the tone for what direction the pop charts even go in,
Right.
right?
Oh, okay.
What happened?
Sorry. Okay. He's been beefing with them since 2017.
Oh,
He
okay.
skipped the Grammys after the Recording Academy nominated Hotline Bling in the rap categories, despite insisting it was a pop song.
It is.
He's saying that. He's
Yeah.
like, why is it he's like, you're taking away from a rap song.
Yeah.
You know?
But it's also because that's why the criteria needs to be
Well, this
broadened.
is what I'm saying.
And in
like the
2019
genre,
what's
it's
the
the
criteria?
genre.
Yeah, what's
the
the
genres are-
criteria for a pop song?
Yeah, and in 2019 he turned down an opportunity to perform during ceremony. But that year he won Best Rap Song for God's Plan.
So there's been an ongoing beef between
and
Drake
his
and
microphone
the
was
Grammys.
cut off during his speech. Yo, Drake is fed up.
Yeah, he's over.
But I
them.
think the Weeknd thing probably was
Oh,
like
yeah.
the straw that broke
because
the
I
camel's back.
I'm
was
not,
shocked that
I'm
he
not a
wasn't.
big Weeknd fan
Neither am I.
myself. Not the new Weeknd.
I am.
I haven't really. I mean, I haven't like loved since Balloons. To
Right.
be honest, I love dark drugged out.
Trilogy weekend.
Yeah, like
I don't like
Trilogy
Super
Weekend.
Bowl weekend.
I don't like Super Bowl.
Yeah, he's
Weekend.
not my favorite.
See what I did?
But
See
I
what
don't
I
like.
did there?
him.
I don't
Wait,
like.
y'all see what I did there? I
Yes,
don't like Super
I did.
Bowl weekend.
Yes, it was great. I caught it. I did.
Thank you.
I-
Keep going.
Yo. Damn, Rosie.
You know I'm the old man that
Come
makes
on
sure
now.
everyone catches and laughs at my jokes.
That makes the joke not as funny.
That makes it funnier for me.
for you.
She laughed.
I did.
She laughed the first time. You
I
didn't have to
did.
say it
I
again.
just wanted her to make sure she heard it.
He just wanted somebody to acknowledge.
That's all it is. It's been 2 women the last 2 weeks. I need some fucking attention. Again, Kaz, camera on me, please, just for a second. This is a PSA. Please come the
Hurry your
fuck
ass
back.
up.
Kaz.
Please. Or one of my male industry friends, come sit your ass on this couch. Please, somebody.
Why? What's wrong with women? You don't like women now?
I love women,
So what's the problem?
but it's a bit much.
I do this every week
Okay.
with you guys.
You chose to do it.
Wow.
No one's forcing you to be here. You chose
Wow.
to do it.
Wow.
Okay.
This is turning into a reality show.
Is it?
Well, if you don't want to be here, you can
That's
go
what I'm saying. If
home.
you don't want to be here, my nigga,
And this when you push the mic stand over
And just-
onto the ground
What
and
you
you
mean?
storm
kick-
out.
No, I'm kidding.
you know what I mean.
Yo,
You're right.
we are
Exactly.
not doing Love and Hip Hop at all.
No, nigga, ain't not.
There's a lot of love and hip hop in this room.
Why'd you take it there?
When do I not?
Jesus Christ. Anyways, Kaz, you can take your time.
Damn.
Lowe's
All right,
doing just fine.
So Drake said, "I don't have to do this. I'm going home."
I didn't know he had beef with them.
No,
every
Drake
year.
took his ball and left.
Yeah,
That's all.
he don't want to play no more. He took his
Drake,
ball.
yeah, he's not playing the game no
It's the
more.
end
He
of the
said he
game.
got most mad because last year, the weekend thing, he said 2 days ago, he wrote it on his Instagram story.
Of
last
He
course
year.
writes
he
everything
did.
on his Instagram
He was like, 2
story.
days ago, I locked in the weekend.
You know
for
what,
best
Drake?
album
Thank
or
you for
best
being
this.
so on brands for biracial sensitivity. For biracial light skin
But no, but
sensitivity.
thank
thank
you
you for
for-
holding the sensitivity levels down.
But also, I respect that he's standing his
sensitive.
ground. Like, you know what? I
I'm
don't
not
fuck with
biracial.
y'all.
you light skin.
I'm brown skin.
You light skin.
You're light skin.
Yeah, but
You're
you
brown
want to
skin with
wait.
light skin tendencies.
Okay, that's actually fair.
But-
Some.
I have light skin tendencies.
What?
Some.
List them off, please.
You just said you listened to Adele while drinking
That's
wine
not
in the shower.
Okay, well, that was...
You just ran a joke back that got
right.
laughed at the first time so that you could have verbal recognition the second time.
That's how light-skinned people act?
100%.
Light-skinned men? Yes.
What?
You didn't hear my joke?
All right,
Hold on,
let me say it again.
Did you catch it?
Rosie, she laughed. Rosie, you didn't laugh. Let me say it again.
That was just old man dad jokes type shit. I didn't know that was light-skinned tendencies.
shit.
All right, what other light-skinned tendencies do I have? Please list them off.
I mean, you have a neon light that says Low Key's Corner.
Oh.
No.
At a hookah bar.
In a hookah bar.
Oh, shit. That's
Very light skinned.
You record yourself smoking hookah.
I don't do that no more. I don't do that no more. I stopped doing that. I stopped doing that.
You record yourself like
And
that. You be on
stopped.
Instagram like,
Wow.
like
Bro,
the chicken head.
I stopped doing that when I saw this chick tweet something like, niggas who record themselves or whatever. And I'm like,
birds.
I went to my Instagram like, let me take this down. I stopped doing that. So for everybody out there, I did not record myself.
Lo has
Oh my
also
God.
had two surprise birthday years
And he acts
in
surprised.
a row and act
both times.
surprised. Yo.
For me?
Yo. Oh my God.
I didn't know. Yo,
Now that is some light skin shit.
I didn't know this year was a surprise.
That is some light skin shit.
Okay.
I knew the year before it wasn't a
And
surprise.
now you snitching on your. I wish I could pull up the surprise face when he knew it was a surprise.
Yeah, it's
The
on-
tears and all.
It's
Yeah,
on Instagram.
that's like
I
what-
only cried because my sister was there. Shut up, man.
That's what happens when Taylor Swift win Grammys. Me? Really?
So now I got white girl tendencies.
Or maybe does she have light skinned black man tendencies?
No.
She
No, not
has
at all.
privileged tendencies. that's
Okay.
all.
Yeah, all of her tendencies have privilege.
So I guess I have light skin tendencies.
You didn't know this?
I didn't really think about it like that. Like
That's
I never.
okay. That's all right. Now he knows.
Guess I won't
Are
be
you wearing a
smoking.
trench coat today?
No, I'm wearing my bomber
Oh, okay.
because it's like 61 degrees. That's not light skin, bro.
That's
That's
not
just
light
weather.
skin.
I was
like,
gonna
come
say,
on, that's
I don't
not-
know.
yeah.
I don't know. You didn't see that meme when
The
this
trench with
winter-
the trench with the tracksuit is definitely a New York staple. That's not a light
That's
Thank
skin.
you.
true.
That's a New York
Thank you.
staple. The trench with the tracksuit.
I love
is-
wearing the trench
However-
with
the hoodie over
Yeah,
the
like come on,
yeah.
bro. Like that's a nice.
That's
little,
New York.
I
That's
can't.
New
I'm
York.
trying to think of the last dark skinned man I saw wearing that, or brown skinned man.
I mean,
That's
my
it,
man,
nigga.
my man does it every day. He's in a sweatsuit or a sweater with a hoodie with a Yankee fitted or a
Mhm.
Mets fitted.
Brown skin too.
He's
Okay.
brown skin. He's Jamaican.
this is
He
what
be
I'm
out here
saying.
with his wallabies on and a nice
Okay,
trench.
well hold on. Wallabies.
He's Jamaican.
Oh, well,
Clarks.
then,
yeah.
Okay.
He got a pair of wallies on. He's Jamaican.
Wait, so, yeah, that's what I wanted to ask you. How does your man feel about the podcasting and the
I
honesty?
think he was a little nervous at first
Mhm.
because he's very private.
Yeah.
And so he knows me as Bridget, and I'm Bridget Kelly to the rest of the world. So for him, it was an adjustment to like hear every Tuesday about shit that we would talk about in the car, and he'd be like, "So you had to tell them that I said that."
Are you similar at
I
home?
didn't
and-
have to, but it happened. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, he knows. Like he'll listen to the pod, so he'll know like what stuff gets talked about. And if anything is really, really personal, like I won't share it. Like I know at this
You know
point
your
it works.
boundaries.
Yeah, I know it works and what
You know,
doesn't.
I saw a tweet. I think it was Scotty that tweeted this week, where like having a man that listens to every single podcast every week that you do, or something like that. She's like, it's top tier. And I'm like, well,
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
no,
Not
like-
every week. I don't want him to listen to
My
everything.
thing is
Yeah,
this, though,
like-
too. My thing is this.
No.
I
Because
would have.
sometimes we be beefing, and I'm like, yeah, well, he on my fucking nerves.
See, and that's the thing. Like,
and I
when
don't want him
see,
to hear that
But
and be
what
like,
I'm saying
so
is
you had something else to get off your chest? Because we argued already, and I
That's what I'm
thought we
saying.
was
Like,
good.
see, like, that's the thing. Like when I had
Right.
a girlfriend last year, when we were going through our shit.
Not when I had a girlfriend last year. You don't have a girlfriend now?
No, I'm single.
You are?
When did you? Yeah.
I thought
He about to be light skinned in 5, 4, 3.
No. Don't do that. Don't
I
do
really
that.
thought I saw.
Action.
I thought I saw a repeated,
repost?
yeah, a repeated repost of maybe not, maybe
No,
not.
maybe you did.
Did I
What?
When?
for you around your birthday?
Oh no. See, that's my friend Tina. Everybody thinks me and
I
Tina.
thought that- yeah, I
No,
thought
no.
that maybe-
That's just a good friend of mine, and her birthday is the day after mine.
Oh, okay.
So that's what that was.
So the outpouring of Instagram affection was because
Was-
y'all have birthdays.
So,
Are you happy being single, or you want to be in love?
I mean, who doesn't want to be in love, kind of?
No,
I
I
do,
know
and
a lot of
I-
people that don't want to be in
yeah,
love.
a lot of people that don't.
There's
wanna
a lot
be
of
in
people that don't want to be in
A
love.
lot of people are fine like this. Like,
Yeah, being in
I'm-
love is work. It is. A
Yeah,
lot of
I mean,
people,
I'm
a lot of people
cool.
not built for it.
I'm cool on being single.
Wait, does being in love mean you have to be with that person? You could just be in love with them.
what's the
That
point
sounds
of
weird. Never mind.
Yeah, what?
Yeah,
I don't know where I was going
that
with that.
sounds like even more work.
I
Right?
Yeah,
know,
like,
I know,
that's-
I know.
that's a
But
mental-
sometimes you're scared to like commit, so you're just
So
like,
you
I
just
love
so you're
you,
just in an
but-
entanglement.
That's
a
yeah.
situationship where you could be like, I love you, but I know this ain't.
No,
You gotta be smarter than your emotions sometimes.
That
Like this
sounds-
ain't gonna go
That's it.
nowhere. We know this, so like
Mm.
we can keep loving each
Yeah.
other and figure it out, and
No,
still be
I
a part of
don't-
each other's lives versus ruining it.
I don't
Is
mind.
that where you are? That sounds really personal.
No, that's just how I think now.
Her thinking patterns were just like gives me a stomach ache. But no, I don't. The way she thinks, like,
Not
literally
a
makes
stomach
me.
ache.
But no, I don't mind being single because I know I have to, learn from my last relationship what not to do, what to do, to make sure that person is comfortable.
But that's
and-
not true because the next person ain't gonna be the last person.
Well,
So
I'm
then you
learning
have to
myself.
relearn
I'm
them.
not. Yeah, I'm not. Well,
Yeah,
I'm learning
but
myself from what I
you
did.
should still take lessons from each situation.
You should, but I'm
So-
saying like, if I like a man that brings me coffee in bed, my next man not gonna know that. Like,
Yeah, you got to tell them.
We just had this conversation last week about with Rory. You got to teach someone to know you.
Which is work. That's why
And
I
that's
say
work. Love
that's
is
why
work.
I say it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a commitment, right? Like love is not being in love is a daily activity
I just hate
because you're not in
asking
love
for
with the
shit.
person that you in love with every day. You're not.
Mm.
I can tell you firsthand. Like I'm in love in a healthy way for the first time in a long time.
Mm.
But I don't like his ass sometimes. Not every day.
That's
Not-
life.
Like not every day. I wake up some days I'm like, yo,
Yo,
I
move
love
the-
you, but get the fuck away from
move.
me. Like leave me
But
alone.
that's life. Yeah, that's just.
Yeah.
I know,
but that's what
that's
love.
how we
That's
are,
what
yeah.
love is.
But a
though.
lot of people don't think of that when they think of being in love. They think something is wrong, right? Like Mandy and I were talking about this. She was like, no, if there's any conflict in the beginning, very early on, then that's a red flag for me. And I was like, oh no, I'm the opposite. If there's
I like
if there's
conflict. I wanna
conflict
see what
early, I want to
pisses you
see what
off.
kind of person you are in the
And I want to
heated
see how you are when
moments.
you're mad. That's
Yeah.
very important to me. I'll probably try to piss you. I've said this before. I'll probably try to piss you off on purpose just to be like, how does he act?
When I'm mad,
Just
like, I
to
see, like
see,
when
'cause
I'm mad, this might be light skin. When I'm mad, I shut down.
That's a fire. That's some sad shit, by the way.
What?
Sad season.
Yeah,
testing,
we don't do that.
testing you to see how fucking like. Let me see how fucking mad you gonna get. See if you gonna come out of character.
Because
you ready?
like now,
I
because
want to see how you are when you come
No,
out.
because
of
if I come
character.
out of character and I say some shit I can't take back,
Right.
That little
That's
experiment.
fine, but that was my experiment, so I gotta own that and be like.
But why
yo,
would
I
you
did
have to
this
do the
on purpose.
experiment?
Not do it on purpose.
Like my
on
nigga, like
purpose.
then now you're single.
Well, my thing is, life is already
No.
difficult. Like you don't have to create scenarios where shit
Yeah,
is
bro,
toxic
like, we
because
too old for that
shit's
shit.
already, but shit's also already hard. Like relationships are hard. Not, I mean, it's not. They're not all like annoying hard, but
Yeah.
it's challenging. Like creating a balance and a
Yeah,
And
because
what-
you're
and
taking
harmony-
a whole different
But
person
you
and
gotta, all right, you also
adding
gotta
them
think about
to
the time we're in right now. Like everyone is already on edge
That's true.
from just like
That's
the
true.
last 2 years. Everybody's on edge, whether it's work, it's family, the COVID shit. Like so, dealing with another person's emotions and their experience, that shit is difficult as fuck.
this is why you have to date somebody that you already know.
But that's still people are still.
I
in
mean,
a-
I said that for years. I said that after my last situation. I was like, I'm gonna end up marrying somebody that I know already.
That's how I feel.
Yeah, but
I
it's
feel
not
like
gonna
I-
be somebody
I
that
feel
you
like-
date. It's gonna be somebody.
No,
that
I
you,
feel like somebody
that's kind of in.
Yeah.
That's
That's what I
already
said.
in
I've
the
met them at some
atmosphere.
point already, chilled with them.
Correct.
Like he's already friend
Yo,
zoned.
you know,
That's-
know,
I'm probably gonna end up with him.
And that was my situation.
you know where I heard
I was
that
like, I'm probably gonna
concept
end up with
first
him.
when I was watching Friends.
Mm-hmm.
Chandler said it to Monica. He's like, if by 40, neither one of us are married.
Oh,
let's
I
just
have
get
one. I have
together.
like
I had
three of
one of
those.
those.
deals.
I had one of those.
Is that a thing?
I
I
had
had
three
one
of those.
I had one of those.
And how did it work out?
Oh, I passed the age. I passed the age already where
Oh.
I said we said we were gonna, and I'm in a situation. It was like the guy that I dated in high school.
Yeah.
We were like, if we're not both in relationships, in
By
serious relationships
XYZ.
by 35, we should just have a baby and say fuck
I
it.
have like three of those.
But he's
Damn,
been
I
in a
wonder
relationship for
where they
like
are.
3 years.
Oh, so he's
Yeah, like
Okay.
we've neither that's
the deal
has
is
not been
it's null and void.
Yeah, no, it's null and void.
And so
Never
you have
possible.
3.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know where they are
have-
in life right now. I gotta hit them up.
I have.
Why
two.
you coming up on the deadline? You
You about to,
They're like,
spin
I'm
the
gonna
block?
like 2-3 years.
You
you about to spin the block? Some
Like,
marital
that's
block?
Shit, let me check the clock.
Nah,
Just
yeah,
give me a
I got about 2 of those. I have 2.
But how serious were they too? Like sometimes we just be talking shit. We don't really mean it. But I'm not
Sometimes
serious actually now.
it gets serious when the conversation keeps coming up.
Well, one of them already has 4 kids. I know that. So he's not. I
Oh,
mean,
my
he's
nigga,
not
no,
an
That's
option.
not a situation you want to be
Yeah,
in.
nah, you don't
So
need.
now
you
I'm
don't-
down to 2.
Yeah, you don't need to contribute to the
You
story.
already think
5.
love is hard. Imagine loving that nigga with 4 kids.
No,
That's so no.
I don't like men with kids. I always talk about this.
Yo, have you ever seen a vitamin water display at your local store? It looks like you're walking into an actual rainbow. Is it just me, or are the flavors of vitamin water insanely attractive? Plus, with titles like Energy, Revive, Focus, Refresh, Essential, Power C, and Triple X, it's easy to pick a flavor to match your vibe. The real flex is flavor. Don't forget to check out the newest flavors, Gutsy Watermelon Peach and Look Blueberry Hibiscus.
Anyway, big news for Cardi B.
Yes.
Creative director for Playboy.
Yeah.
And me, Ebro, and my homeboy Eddie from LA were talking about this on Apple Music earlier today, about the brand of Playboy and how it's not really what it used to be back in the day.
Right.
Because of the magazines, everything
Right.
is digital. But I looked at it as a huge, huge win for Cardi. For one, just being associated with that brand and that logo. And her personality, who she is, what she represents, I think can suit that style of whatever she's going to do over there. And she could bring a lot more women to that forefront.
Yeah.
Like a Normani, Megan Thee Stallion, whatever the case is. So that's a huge thing. What do you think she has planned for that, whatever it's going to be? Whatever content or whatever she plans.
I mean, whoever made this decision was brilliant for a couple of reasons, and mainly because of the profile that Cardi B has, right?
Yeah.
Playboy itself, I mean, it's was the branding of that company was always about a certain lifestyle, right? It wasn't just about sexy pinup girls,
And also a certain look.
Yeah, a certain not even just a certain look. I think they have always been pretty fluid about the look for Playboy. It's just really been about who fits the lifestyle, who fits the sexually free, liberated, open, sexy woman. And I think that is Cardi B for sure. But I also think that her lifestyle is also one that is very lavish, that is still luxury, that's still about personality. And part of and the only personality, you know, that really was ever showcased was Hugh Hefner, right? And he was the one that was like was the funny, the charismatic, and the girls that we would see that would be the Playboy bunnies were like they might be funny, they might be cute, but they were really about the aesthetic. So for Cardi B to be now in a space, in a chair where she's the face, the body, and the personality, I think that's phenomenal, because we don't get to see women being in the driver's seat. We're controlling the narrative about what's sexy for us.
And the thing about that is, like, I think, you know, Playboy always had their articles, the editorials, whatever the case is, and I think she could provide a lot of insight to how she was when she was growing up, being in the strip clubs, doing all that type of shit. And I think it would give people a different perspective on who she is.
Well, part of what made Cardi a star was her personality.
Yeah.
Part of what makes her, and I think she was really one of those people that kicked the door down for women with personality to be sexier. Because I think especially at a place like Playboy where it's pinup girls, so you're not paying attention to what they have to say or how they think or what jokes they're gonna make. You want to see how naked they are or how sexy they can be.
Have any of them had a platform to speak?
Right.
Have any Playboy bunnies did they have a platform to speak at all? Like, I don't think
I mean,
they weren't positioned to.
Yeah, that wasn't
so
the thing
Cardi
for
B
them back
being a
then.
creative director, she's positioned. Like, everything about her job there now is not about posing. It's not about being a bunny. It's about really being the one that's in control of the narrative, which most women are usually not. And so it's great that she's a Black woman. And y'all gonna argue about her being Black, but I don't want to do this with y'all. She's a Black woman.
I love how people talk to the comments like they're up there.
Because
like,
they're gonna be.
I do that shit all the time.
Because I be looking to the heavens to Jesus to make sure that Jesus can come down and reemphasize my point, because
you're an official podcaster now.
You're gonna be,
That's
Cardi
it.
B is Dominican. She's not Black.
That's gonna happen.
No. Okay.
No, but like
It's
that,
fine.
it's just it's
Everyone
great.
take it.
It's great to see that, but it's just great to see a lot of these young women of color.
Yeah.
Get these.
See, you had to look up for God for that one too.
To get these brand deals. You look at Saweetie, her McDonald's deal. You look at Megan Thee Stallion, Popeyes. You look at
Which
Cardi.
I don't like. That felt like pandering to me.
Why do you say that?
It felt like pandering to me.
A Black woman, chicken spies. Is that what you think? That's what
Yeah,
you're
Well, I
saying?
mean,
but
she's-
also,
she's
like,
also from the
sauce.
South.
The hottie
like,
sauce
yeah.
was on brand.
Yeah, but it's also, how fucking homophobic have we been around Lizzo, and now we want to celebrate. We want to celebrate Saweetie because she fine at McDonald's.
Wait.
Wait, you said
Explain.
homophobic?
No, explain the homophobic thing.
Fat phobic.
Oh, fat
fat
phobic.
phobic.
I'm like, what's?
I said homophobic.
Oh,
what happened?
okay,
Fat
no,
phobic.
okay, yeah, okay, my
Okay.
fault.
No, they're
Yeah,
fat. Like a lot
nah,
of
yeah, I
people,
get you, I
they're
get you.
really fat phobic against Lizzo and
No, they
saying
are.
nasty shit and body shaming Lizzo.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But when you see Sweetie's tiny cinched waist at fucking McDonald's, y'all are cool with that. But McDonald's is killing our community. So is Popeyes.
Hold on. Have y'all had the sweetie meal?
No, I mean,
No, but I'm just saying,
I-
and it's not.
I
That's
see
not
the- I
saying
see-
pandering.
no, I
It's
understand what
pandering.
you're
So I
saying.
don't. To me, that's not even comparable as Cardi B being the creative director at Playboy. Like,
I mean,
R.I.P. Virgil, but Virgil being in the position that he held at Louis Vuitton was so monumental and pivotal
Right.
for us because he was in a place to really.
Talk for us
Well,
and create for us.
But he
versus,
was
like,
but
when
he
it's-
was given the platform to do what Black people and Black creatives have been doing all along. It just had the stamp of approval, so to speak.
And while I understand
French fashion.
that I do understand and respect, but what I'm just looking at, just how difficult it is for women of color to
yeah.
have their brands or to have these deals
Yeah.
because men have been getting them for so long.
Yeah.
But I get the other side of the pillow.
It just felt like Hottie Sauce to me was like, all right, like can we give Meg something that's fitness related? Can we, you know what I'm saying? Like, where is Nike at? And I always get irritated with some of those brands too, because they only, like, Nike only ever does stuff with athletes. They don't necessarily do stuff with, like, Beyonce has Ivy Park with Adidas, but nobody else has like deals like that or capsule collections like that with any of those major brands.
Right.
It's all fast fashion. It's Fashion Nova, Pretty Little Thing,
Right.
and nothing wrong with those brands, but it's never anything.
A substantial
But also,
brand.
It's never a
that-
substantial brand
yeah.
unless they're just a face of it. Like Cardi B did a campaign for Balenciaga.
Yeah.
She didn't design a
But
capsule
she had a
collection for them.
she has a
though.
Reebok shoe too.
She has a Reebok
Yeah,
shoe. She had a Reebok shoe, but
You want more equity and representation with the bigger brands.
I want
That makes
because I
sense.
want a role that's more respectable and commendable for what it is that's being brought to the table.
Gotcha.
Like who Cardi B speaks to and what Cardi B stands for is culture, is
Right.
the culture.
Right.
And she's transcended beyond what a lot of people thought she would do based
Right.
on
That's a fact.
based on
Right.
what she did prior to being in entertainment, but
Right.
even going on Love and Hip Hop for a season and then catapulting and leveraging that to the
Right.
level of stardom that she's at.
Right.
It's unheard of.
Right.
So I think that for her to be in that position and in that space, and she's married to another rapper, and they have you know what I mean, and they have a family, and they have a very specific profile
Right.
that I think has risen above and exceeded all of
Yeah.
our expectations
Mhm.
for what a Black woman in hip hop is supposed to be able to do.
And
And I think people need to put respect on her name more so than just a Hottie Sauce.
No,
Like,
and I get that, and I think that moving forward and coming down the line, I think these women will find more opportunities.
Yeah.
I feel like they will. These are things that are opening the door for them.
right.
But you don't want it to pander to just like
No.
the little.
I
sayings
wanted to see more Meg Thee Stallion in her Sports Illustrated swimsuit.
which
photo
was she was
shoot.
the first
Do you-
artist
I
to
would've
ever
wanted,
do that.
I wanted to see
Wait, I have a
more
This
of
is-
that.
we got to make just. She was the first
Yes.
artist to ever been featured
Yes.
on. That,
and I
that
see
cover.
and I see more posts and more promo around this Hottie Sauce shit than I did for that. And I thought that was a much bigger deal.
I was
a
gonna
much more
ask, do you
impactful
think her
moment.
taking that Popeyes deal, like, do you think that affects like future deals?
No,
or, like,
no.
fucks it up? So
I don't
it
think
was,
it affects her at
was it a
all.
good move for her?
It was a money grab. It was a
Okay.
money grab, which is fine. I don't think it's. I mean,
it didn't hurt anybody.
it didn't hurt anybody.
Yeah.
I just think for the brands, it's pandering. Do you know what I'm
Gotcha.
saying?
Yeah.
It's like it's not. I'm sure they gave her a handsome
You
check.
know she got a
They got
bag
a
for that.
really handsome check for that. But I also feel like give sis some stock in something. You know what I'm saying? Like Mariah
Equity.
Carey, yeah, give her some equity. I want to see more of that. I
Right.
feel like that's the like when we talk about now a lot of my friends have kids and we talk about buying things for the kids. It's
Yeah.
like everyone has enough fucking toys, enough clothes that they're gonna outgrow in 15 minutes. So now we're all buying. Now the conversation is like, okay, cool. Let's invest in the kids' like college fund. This
Right,
is
right.
what we're doing. We're gonna buy some stocks and bonds for this kid, even though
Mhm.
stocks and bonds are kind of obsolete now. Buy NFTs now for kids
yeah,
Right.
or Bitcoins
or
whatever.
Bitcoin. Yeah, crypto. Like that's kind of the idea now. It's like we're trying to do better in this next generation, so everybody's not just doing things collectively for a fast check and fast money. That we can, we contribute more than that. Culturally, we do.
I get it. I
That's
just
all.
wanted to shed some light on it, but I didn't thank you for providing that perspective.
But we love to see Black women and women of color.
women of
We'll
color.
say both Black women and women of color. Being the faces of things.
This past Saturday, we celebrated 2 holidays.
Yes, we
Oh,
did.
It's Sag season. You could have opened with that.
Whatever. The first holiday is my father's birthday. Raymond Taylor Ivy. Happy birthday, Dad.
Happy birthday, Pops.
Happy birthday, Dad.
Happy birthday, Father. And the second holiday is Hove Day. Jay-Z turned 52 years old December 4th. And I asked the women, I don't know if they did it, to put together 5 of their favorite Jay-Z songs.
So I had a question, right? Because
Okay.
Rosie and I discussed this.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
And I know that Rosie is an avid
Nas
fan.
He's September 14th. I'm December 14th. But
We're not.
Jay-Z's
That's
December
nothing
4th.
to do with
It's like weird. It's
anything.
weird. I didn't know. Okay,
Go
continue.
ahead, continue.
Anyway, so my question was like, damn, okay, so Lo wants 5, and I know Lo is a Jay fan. So I'm like,
I know.
do we
y'all
want? Are we doing
both.
5 of his like singles that we love?
Whatever.
Or can it be like
It could
5?
be 5 features. It could be 5 singles. It could be 5 album cuts. It could be 5 freestyles. Anything that Jay put vocals to.
that's completely different.
What?
Okay.
I said songs. I didn't say
Okay,
singles.
okay. Well, I just
No, I mean
didn't
I
know.
wanted
was
I
like,
wanted to ask because I'm like, well,
Yeah.
I like
'Cause all of
I
mine
like
were
some of the I
singles.
like some of the
Anything.
commercial records.
Yeah, anything. And there's
I like
nothing
some
wrong
of the
with that.
commercial records.
I have. Do you have yours?
I do.
Okay, so I'm gonna start.
I want to hear yours first because I feel like
All
you're
right.
gonna have really good ones.
My first one is Where I'm From Volume 1 in My Lifetime. Second one is Allure from the Black Album.
Oh yeah.
Third one is the Grammy freestyle from Hot 97, even though it's not a song, but that's just something that I love. I think it's his best rapping ever. This is the fourth one? Fourth one is I Know.
Wow, that was on my because I feel like American Gangster was a slept on project.
American
but-
Gangster is my favorite and a classic.
Yes.
And I always get pushback, but we don't have enough time for that. I'll wait till one of
You're not gonna get pushback from me. I do agree that American Gangster was
American
a project
Gangster.
that did not get enough flowers.
Y'all gonna
And my
hate me.
last one is Song Cry. Last one is Song Cry. That means a lot to me because that was during my college sweetheart days. And I kind of did some fucked up shit,
did
so I
some
always
crying?
listened to it. Huh?
Did you do some crying?
She did. I didn't.
Damn.
Yeah, I fucked up. So those are my favorite 5 Jay-Z songs. Bridget, you are up next.
I don't know if I have. I don't know if it's in the right order.
No order. Just
I really love number 5 for me would have to be from 444. I really loved the 444 song. I love the honesty.
that
was
was
great.
his Lemonade.
That was his Lemonade.
That was his Lemonade.
And I respected that. I respected it wholeheartedly. So that would be number 5 for me. Number 4 would have to be Change Clothes.
Really?
I really love Change Clothes.
I hate that song.
No, that's
you
why I said
cannot
it was
hear my
commercial.
5.
Oh, I hate
I
that.
love
You
Change
cannot hear my
Clothes.
5.
God, I
And
hate
actually,
it's
and
gonna
actually,
cringe.
I'm not
and
mad at
actually-
it, but I just God.
And actually, in all fairness, I will say it's a tie for me. It's between Girls, 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 and Change Clothes for 4.
I'd
because
rather you
number
do
4
Girls.
All right, so we'll go with Girls, Girls, Girls for number 4. Number 3 is Moment of Clarity from the Black Album.
Okay.
Really loved Moment of Clarity for me because that was a Black Album for me was like senior year of high school. So that was a time that I was like,
these
you
are all
know,
relatable times that we
like it
think
was
back,
a really
gotcha.
that and the Black Album in general was really great.
All of mine.
Wow, number 2 for me. Y'all are gonna think I'm nuts, but I was a bird in high school. Bitches and Sisters was
Just
Number 2 for
Blaze
me.
on that record is ridiculous.
number 2. Bitches and Sisters for me because I learned how to move as a woman because of that song.
That's a manuscript of how to be
of how to not be
be a bird. Yes.
And so, Bitches and Sisters is number 2 for
that's
me.
That's a sleeper. I did not
Is it a
expect
sleeper?
Yeah, that's a sleeper. I did not expect you to say that record or anyone at that matter. That's a huge sleeper. And because
Wow.
Blueprint 2 is not one of my favorite albums. So a lot of those records are dope. Like Guns N' Roses, Meet the Parents,
Yeah.
You Don't Know Remix. So when Bitches and Sisters is mentioned, like we forget about that record. That shit
Yeah.
is very, very tough.
Bitches and Sisters was definitely number 2 for me because of where I was in life, and I was like, ooh, okay.
This is
sisters-
how niggas
yeah.
are. Oh, okay.
Bitches want to drive. Sisters, yeah.
Yo.
Bitches want to rise. Sisters drive. Like it was
That's
a whole
crazy,
thing,
but
and I
that's
remember
crazy.
thinking
That's
like
the number 2 record, but I love it.
that was my number 2 record.
I love it. I love it.
And I would have to say my number one favorite Jay-Z
I
record.
feel like I'm about to get frustrated. But
You are. You're going to be frustrated.
Go ahead.
Dear Summer is my number
I'm
one
not
favorite
mad.
Jay-Z
I
song.
am not mad.
And the reason I say, and again, because of where I was in life,
I'm
right?
not mad.
Dear Summer for me, if you were not from New York, if you were not outside
You didn't
in
get it.
2000, between 2004 and 2006 or 7, you were not, New York was just alive between like 04 and 07. Like,
That's a very intricate and interesting list. But
Yeah.
you're a music head, so it doesn't
Oh, my
surprise me.
God.
Only the change clothes things got me, but everything else.
Change
love
Clothes and Girls was definitely is
Tie-
tied.
tie
So
for
we'll
me
give,
for it.
yeah.
it. Yeah, let's hear your
All
shit.
right.
Yeah,
It's gonna be so shitty.
No about to be
But
yo,
also-
bro, I'm about to be so.
but also- but
as soon as
also-
I hear
hold
this,
on.
yo, I'm ending the episode as soon as I hear this shit. Go ahead, man. Hurry
But
up.
also, what we're not gonna do is I'm just gonna give y'all 5. I don't have
Okay,
a
yeah,
number,
we're not. Yeah,
nothing.
don't.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't. You don't.
Okay. So I'm gonna go with him and Foxy. Ain't no. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying?
Okay.
I love
All
that
right.
one.
You starting off good.
I'm gonna go with Throw Your Hands Up. Put your hands up. Do it again. Sorry.
Okay, you're 2 for 2.
Do it
Okay.
again. Put your.
All right, you're
okay.
good.
Well, I'm not playing the song. I'm gonna go with Is That Your Bitch?
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Oh, all right. Hold on.
Okay, Rosie.
Wait for a Nas fan because you
I'ma
know
go
he was
with-
talking to Nas on. Okay,
All
I
right,
know.
well,
okay,
we
my
not- why we
fault.
gotta
No,
go in
no,
there?
we didn't have to do it.
I'm gonna go with Money Cash Hoes.
Damn, you're 4 for 4.
My last one, probably very underrated, but freestyle with Big L.
Damn, that's not a bad list.
Wow.
Rosie, that's
There you go.
that
Are you
is not
sure
a
you're a
yo,
Nas
yeah,
fan?
Are you sure you're a Nas fan, my nigga?
I'm a hip hop fan, but I am.
That
a
is
Nas fan.
not a bad. I was expecting like some show you how
Wow.
to do this, like fucking like show me
Well,
what
you
you
know,
got.
I
Like
music though.
I know
but,
you like-
I know.
love
I
music.
kind of expected
just
you to
not
say
a-
encore. I'm not gonna hold you.
Yeah,
I thought she was gonna say encore.
I do like the
Big Pimpin',
encore.
like,
Like,
I'm
yeah,
like,
like
what?
Linkin Park encore was kind of dope, but that's it.
no, that's a great list.
That is a great list.
That's a fucking great
Appreciate it.
list, Rosie.
Because I know you guys are Jay-Z heads, but
Nah, but I have a little bit more respect for you in the music
I'm
department.
also a big L fan. So.
That was a fire ass list. And on that note, we're gonna end on a great note because you impressed me today.
I love that.
I really
for y'all.
love that. Bridget Kelly, thank you for coming in.
I love you guys.
We
This is
talked
so
music,
great.
we talked love, we talked COVID, we talked.
Well, y'all gonna see each other this weekend for my birthday.
Because
It's
we're
your
going to
birthday this
karaoke.
My
It's your
birthday's
birthday
next
this
Tuesday.
We're going to
the
karaoke.
14th. So on the 12th, I'm doing karaoke.
Wait, Sunday?
Well, she's not coming. She can't perform.
Oh, yeah.
Why not?
We already had. Oh shit! Oh shit!
Oh no!
Oh shit!
Oh my God!
Yo.
Come on in real quick. Come
Yo.
in real
Nah.
quick. Come in.
Y'all not going to believe
Come
this.
in. Hold on. If Lo didn't get enough yet. If Lo ain't get
Oh,
enough.
man,
If
again.
Lo didn't get enough.
My nigga, dog.
Bro.
Hold on. I also love that you are giving Coochie power to say less. I love this for you guys. Shout out to Jay-Z. That's what I caught. Good job, guys.
Okay.
Shout out to Mandy for popping
Not
in for
coochie
a
power.
second consecutive week.
Listen.
She's been on my show
Y'all
twice.
better
I ain't been on
y'all better enjoy her appearances while it's free. Cause
Heard you.
yesterday's price is not today's price.
Oh,
Listen,
shit.
man. Again, Bridget, let them know where they can find you. Social
Oh
media.
man,
so,
it's
like, come on.
I am Bridget Kelly everywhere. Little on all the important socials.
I was gonna say not everywhere. It's just I am Bridget Kelly.
It's I am Bridget Kelly on all the important socials. And and see the thing is, make sure you follow. We drop every Tuesday as well.
Nice.
And yeah, we love you guys, and make sure you tune in to Say Less because it's so great.
Listen, man, Bridget Kelly, I'm so glad
Love
about
y'all,
your
man.
progression. Like, I've known you for about a decade,
Yeah,
and you've moved around. You've done
Yeah.
a lot of great things.
Come a long
and
way.
Listen,
Still going.
Your rebrand right now looks beautiful,
Thank
and
you.
that
Right.
hair looks healthy,
Right.
and that smile looks.
She is glowing
Gorgeous.
and growing.
But yeah, Rosie, where you gonna be at this weekend? You good?
My
what you-
birthday.
your
Yes,
birthday.
we going to
Birthday
karaoke.
Karaoke.
things.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
We going to karaoke.
Yeah, she
We're
can
going-
perform. You cannot.
This is some bullshit.
I said I'm picking a
This
song.
is some
for her
light
to
skin
do.
discrimination.
here we
that
go.
I'm not
Here we
here
go with
for.
this light skin shit again.
This is discrimination at its best. This is
No,
why they say
it is
women
beautiful
can't be friends.
voice discrimination.
That's-
You're not about to perform.
Why are you trying to dim my light?
All right,
That's
you
what
could
if
crazy.
I want to sing?
All right, okay.
What if I want to sing Happy Birthday for you?
Okay, you could do that.
Ooh.
You could do that.
and make it sexy and make it
Mandy,
real
I
Marilyn
realize that I have
Monroe.
light skin tendencies. So
He
we'll
does.
talk about that later.
he really
Yeah.
does.
But yeah, y'all can catch me in the Low Keys Corner at Sahara East. I don't do nothing else but podcasts.
For
do
podcast,
radio,
podcast
eat.
and hookah.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Like we always do at this time. Go ahead.
Stay free.
Yes.
Stay safe.
Yes.
And always say motherfucking less.
Appreciate y'all. See y'all next fucking week.
Bye.
What's up, y'all? This is Kaz.
Low-key.
Rosie.
And thank you for checking out the Say Less podcast.
Don't forget to check out every new episode on Monday on YouTube.
And do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Mother.